Hi, I'm Laurie Figone from Petaluma. I'm 53 years young and I am a cookaholic. And what I'm sharing with you today is my signature dish, homemade raviolis. It all begins with the dough. Now this dough is going to be rolled out to cover this entire board. I learned how to make raviolis 25 years ago from my grandmother. Nobody in the family had learned how to make them, and she was more than thrilled to teach me. So, she also didn't have a recipe written down. So I took it upon myself, after learning from her, to write down the recipe. You cover your board with the dough. Then you take your ravioli rolling pin and you're going to mark down the center. I'm marking the dough so I don't waste any of my wonderful filling that I have made here. And here is my filling. And today I'm using beef, turkey, spinach, and Parmesan cheese. You want to spread this out in a very even, thin layer. The original recipe called for veal and pork, and it also included beef brains. Growing up on an 1,100-acre ranch, we raised most of all of our own food. We had cows, chickens, pigs, and at one time I even had a barn filled with meat rabbits. We always had venison, wild duck, and we would even catch the French frogs out of the pond and eat those. So once your filling is spread out evenly here, we'll put another dab on here. Like so. Take your dough, fold it over, and then you need your ravioli rolling pin. Start at the end, lining it up, put some pressure on it, and you roll. Then you need your ravioli cutter, and you follow the lines that were left from your rolling pin, cutting all of your raviolis, and they will end up looking like this. Now I already have some in the pot behind me that are just about to float to the top. And going on top of my raviolis is my family's secret sauce. There's no meat in here, but there are mushrooms, and I like to use the dried field mushrooms. And growing up, that was another thing that my grandmother taught me. How to pick the wild field mushrooms. After a rain and the weather warmed up, we would go hiking through the hills picking mushrooms. So I'm going to put a little of my delicious sauce right into the bottom of my plate. My raviolis have floated to the top of the water. And into my plate they go. And we'll put a little more of this wonderful sauce right onto the top. And on top of the raviolis is going some Parmesan cheese. It doesn't get any better than this.